Hi there, Cher Johnston here. Today I'm gonna I drew a circle here. I cut this one out already. I drew a circle. I'm gonna do a, oh, um, haha, I'll think of it in a minute as I get going. I'm gonna pull through. This is a Portuguese knotted stem stitch. That's what it is. So I just take a small bite out of the fabric and I'm going to go underneath here and then pull through to the back like this. So it makes sort of a Y. I don't know if you can see, you can probably see the Y shape. Then I'm going to put the thread around there, like to make a loop. I'm going to use the back of my needle because I want to go through there and pull through, make a knot. Then again, I'm doing these really close together because I really like the way it looks. I'm not looping the thread this time. I'm just taking a small bite out of the fabric. Then I'm going to go under there and pull back this way, this direction, so that it makes a little Y. Then I'm putting the thread around like this so that when I go through here, it's going to make a knot. Oh, wait, I did that wrong. I'm waiting for the helicopter to go by because I've learned that if I don't talk when there's outside noise, you can't hear it. But if I talk, you can hear it in the background. And sometimes, like just now, there was a helicopter, very loud, very close by. There. So this was not really one of my favorite stitches until I saw it in a book from comes another helicopter from an, I think she's Italian or French. But her book was fabulous. And now I'm not sure if I'm doing this right. I know that I have to pull this way. Maybe I should just concentrate on what I'm doing. She did this seaside. She used these um, like a rope. Very cute. Very nice. Very nice. I like this. Just go through like that. Then I'm going to come up. I'm going to pull this way so that it makes a Y, and then make a loop with the thread and go through here and pull through. Make that knot. Okay. I'm going to stop and drink my tea. Okay, I'm just going to do one or two more of these and then finish this off camera because this could be really long. Really long. It'll take a while. But I'm liking it. I'll do one more. Why not? Oh, and I'll show you what I'm making it for. You'll notice too, I'm not pulling too tight because I don't want it too tight. So I made, this is for my journal. Okay, I'm going to take a drink of my tea. Waiting for the helicopter to pass. All right. So this is my little interactive page. And I want to have a thing right there in the center. And I've thought about, I'm making this journal, and at every step, I think about decorating that. But I'll never get the journal done if I just decorate as I go. So my idea is that I'm going to leave it all blank and then decorate when I'm all done. Okay, I'm going to finish this up and I'll be back. Okay, now that I've got my rhythm going, I realize that there's one thing that I'm doing that I didn't mention that could be important. So I think I mentioned this. I'm using the back of the needle to get in there. And then when I get to about here, I'm going to drop my needle. Jennifer Clouston calls this spider hands, where you drop the needle and just pull with your fingers. I don't know exactly why it's important, but I think it's important. for some reason. I think because you don't want to pull too tight. I don't know. Don't really know exactly, but I did notice that I was doing that. And, you know, you get into a rhythm, and that's what I started to notice when I was doing. See, I tried to do it without dropping the needle, and it just doesn't quite work. I think I can fit in one more stitch here. And then I can show you how I end off. I'm going to end off by going down into this hole where I started. I'll knot off the back. I don't know yet what I'm going to do in the center there. I'll figure it out, get some thread, and I'll be back. Okay, I have 3 strands of this DMC thread 570370. And I'm going to do, I did a stem stitch there for that, for the stem. Now I'm going to do a sorry, I'm doing a fish, no, yes, doing a fish bone leaf. So I have 1 stitch down the center. I came up at the left. I'm going to cross over the thread, go down at the right. I'm going to come up just across from where I came up before and come up there at the right. Now, I want that just a little bit tighter. Okay. Now I'm going to go across the center line again, go down at the left, and I'm going to come up the left again, but further down. Then again, I'm going to cross over, go to the right, come up at the right, and go down the left, go down here, come up the left. There we go. Sometimes you get knots and you can just yank on it, and sometimes you gotta futz with it a little bit to make sure that you're not putting a knot in there that's going to tighten. Because I know that this is not a real knot. It's just a tangle, because I didn't loop around anything. You know what I mean? That makes sense. But you have to pull out. Because if you just pull on it, you can turn these into knots that won't come undone. I need to get that loop out of there. I don't know if you can even see what I'm doing. I don't think I will edit that out because it's important to see that sometimes you get a knot. Sometimes you get like a little tangle and you can just sort of yank and it comes undone because there's not really a knot in the thread. It's just gotten tangled. But if you just yank on it and tighten it to the point where you can't get it undone, then it becomes a knot. That's a problem. You have to just be patient and sort of massage it out of there. See, that loop was caught. There we go. All right. Looks okay. All right, I'm going to use this thread here, 807. I'm gonna thread a needle and I'll be back. Okay, I'm back. I have one strand and I have a different needle. It's a number 7 embroidery needle. I took all that out just because I just wasn't happy with it. I did some little oh, okay. I think I'm going to take this and make it 2 strands because I don't think one is enough. Which just means I'm going to make a knot so it's folded over. And then there, it's 2 strands instead of 1. I made some made some lilies of the valley. And I did it with a padded stem stitch. So what I did here is I did 3 horizontal stitches. Now I'm going to follow up with several vertical stitches. I looked at pictures of bluebells and they didn't really look like they were the same shape as the lilies of the valley. But now I don't care. This is what I'm making. So that's my padded stem stitch. Now I'm going to do a 1 wrap French knot. I'm going to do 3 or 4 of those. I don't know if I like this either, but this is what we're going to do. But I do want to draw these in. Ah. And I don't think they actually curve like that. I just wanted that curve to follow the curve of the circle. Okay, I'm out of thread, so I'm going to finish this off camera and I'll be back. Okay, so that's finished there. Now I have here a I have a milliner's needle here. It's smaller than the one that I normally use. I normally use a #1 milliner's needle, and I think that it's kind of big for 2 strands of embroidery floss. So I'm going to try this one. Okay, and I have 30 wraps. I think that should be enough. I want to make a loop. So this is a bullion stitch loop. Oh, this might not be a milliner's needle because I'm having a little trouble. Pulling it through. I shouldn't have trouble if it's a milliner's needle. It looks like it, doesn't it? All right, I'm gonna have to just be careful not to not to make the loops so tight. Oh, that's kind of cool. I have here some tulle, and I have GMC Floss 3811, and I thought I had a milliner's needle. I'm not so sure. I'm going to just take a teeny tiny bite out of the fabric, and this time I'm going to try to make sure not to wrap too tight. My Mitzi, my little kitty, is sitting here beside me. Poor thing, grew up today. I haven't changed her, diet or anything. And I'm thinking it might be the crap. Might be the fireworks. I have that tail there. I can't get through. There it is. There it is. There it is. There it goes. All right. Might be the fireworks because today is the 4th of July. Here, if you're here in the US, you know what that means. And I don't know why. Maybe it's like this all over. But in my neighborhood, the fireworks, at least I'm assuming it's fireworks, either that or it's gunshots, started about a week ago. And it's funny, I'm in a very Hispanic neighborhood. They are a very passionate people, I'm telling you. And I think that they may be probably not a lot of illegal immigrants. There are probably a lot of legal immigrants, and they love this country, and I understand that. Myself, I was thinking about this the other day. I read a story from my great uncle who came from somewhere he didn't say. I don't know where they originated, but he wrote this whole story about he and his 11 brothers and sisters who came to this country. Start over, sorry. 2, 3, 4, 9, 10, 11. Ought to be enough. Anyway, he came across. So this is my great uncle, who was my grandfather's, wait, my grandfather's brother. So they came through Canada. And he talks about coming from Newfoundland. And I think somehow when we were kids, we always thought that we were from Newfoundland. I don't think we were. I think they just immigrated through via Newfoundland. I don't know. Maybe they're from Newfoundland. I don't know. But so let me see, my relatives have been here for, what was that, 3 generations? So my grandkids have been here for 5 generations, 5, 6, although my grandkids on their dad's side, their dad's father was Mexican. I don't know if he was full-blooded Mexican, half Mexican, I don't know. He's from Mexico, I think. 3, 4, 5, 6, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 26, 27, 28, 29, 30. See that one? It should be plenty, but that last one wasn't very big. Anyway, I guess that's all beside the point. The point is, we are, I think we're a complete nation of immigrants, and most of us are proud to be Americans and proud of our country and all that that represents. I know that I have neighbors across the driveway. See, those both look really tiny. Looks like, oh, it looks like a little tiny butterfly. Maybe I'll make it into a butterfly. No, I want to, well, whatever it's going to be, it needs more thread. And I guess it started out with my poor kitty and the fireworks. It's not even like it's 4 o'clock in the afternoon. And the fireworks have not even started. Like, they'll start tonight probably around 8 or 9 o'clock. My poor kitty is just going to be, poor thing. I think that's going to be a butterfly. Let's do a butterfly. I'm hearing more fireworks out there right now. Let's see. This is the thread that I was using for bees, but it's too thick. I don't want a big chunky bee. I want one thread, and I want to use this needle. I probably should just use some dark brown. I don't have that right here. All right. So I'll cut all that out so you don't have to watch me futzing around with it. So I think maybe maybe this is not a milliner's needle. I don't know. Doesn't really matter all that much. Should have started at the head, but doesn't really matter. All right. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 10. That should be enough. But what I'm going to do is I'm going to move them a little bit this way. They're kind of looser, a little bit looser. Yeah, that's good. I've seen people do this where they hold it down with the needle and pull. Yes. Works out pretty well. No. Heck. All right. Oh my gosh, is that so cute or what? All right, I'm gonna do a fly stitch for the little antennae so that I know that they're originating from the same point. I don't know why that's important. For some reason, that's important to me right now. All right. Oh. Some days, just I can't see that well. Having one of those days today. All right. Don't pull too tight. All right, I'm gonna do one more other little thing. I'm just gonna do a little running stitch. Oh God. There's a song from the Nutcracker that right now is going through my head. Wish I knew the tune because it's not really going through my head. It's just sort of an impression that I have. Okay. Let's just end this off here. Now, I'm going to do another video and show you another book. Because I want to use, I'm going to use a different book, and this time I checked, and you can buy it on Amazon. I'm going to show you another book, and I'm going to do a different thing. Okay, that's all for now. Thanks for watching. Bye.